Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Come on into the garden. What are we doing today? We're going to do some pruning on this crabapple tree. It's a beautiful tree, but as you can see, it's gotten a little bit out of control. So we're just going to step in with my magic white paint pen and mark off some of these branches that will be coming off in order to remove damage and diseased wood, thin out the canopy for better air circulation, and create a nice shape in this beautiful tree. So let's mark a couple branches here. So much easier when you have the branches marked ahead of time. You never want to remove more than 1/3 of a plant when you're pruning. So by keeping it marked, it's just so much easier to know when it's time to stop. Also, some of the bigger branches, by removing them first, you're reducing the amount of cuts that you'll need to make. Not that it's harder on the tree, but it is harder on your hands. So come on in here a little closer and let me show you what we're going to do. Here we see on the trunk of the tree a couple branches that really aren't doing the shape or the health of the plant any good. Here we have the branch collar. And they call it a branch collar because, as you can see, it looks just like the collar on a coat or a jacket. I'm going to go just above that and leaving a slight bit. You notice I left about a 1/2 inch here. This 1/2 inch acts as a buffer between insects and diseases, funguses and bacteria that can get inside the fresh cut and then make its way to the trunk of the tree, which is going to be healthier after we get done doing this pruning. So let me cut off the rest of these. Voila. We're now shaping this tree back into a tree instead of having it growing into a shrub. I'm going to make a few more cuts here and then we're going to come back and show you the results. Here we have a situation I want to point out to people. Many times I'm asked, how do you know what to cut off, Diane? Here's one example. We have two branches that are crossing each other and rubbing. As the wind blows the tree rubs, and you probably won't be able to notice this, but there's already a wound created in this branch from the branch below it rubbing on it. I'm going to take this branch off with my nifty difty 6-inch Felco trimming saw. And we already have this opened up so that we're going to get so much better air circulation in here. In just the few cuts that I have made so far, there is a dramatic difference in the appearance of this plant. I only need to make a few more cuts and I will be finished, and I will show you the end result at that time. You notice here, I was talking about damage. Right here we have a wound on this plant. There are still areas, although it is scabbed over pretty nicely. I'm going to remove this just because it is an opening for diseases and insects to get in there. So I'm going to use my nifty difty saw. Get this done before we have to catch the bus. Bang, it's done. This leaves a big opening, so I'm going to just kind of train some of the other branches to kind of come down this way. And from here on, I think I can use my lopper shears and my nifty difty Felco 2s. I strongly suggest that if you're going to have a pruning shears, I use this every day in the garden. Get a good shears, good saw. A lot of the times you can get by with the lopping shears that you can just sharpen the blades. But one of the things I tell all my students is invest in good tools. Good tools make the job so much easier and less tiresome. Save your energy for picking a couple weeds. Don't kill yourself trying to prune your shrubs and trees. And here we are putting on the finishing touches, or should I say taking off the finishing touches. And we have made a major difference in this tree. You'll see that it is thinned out nicely. The air circulation will be so much better. The diseased and dead branches have been removed, along with the branches that were rubbing and hanging out over the sidewalk, potentially causing problems in the future. So I'm quite happy with the result. We'll check back with this tree in a few weeks. It's already starting to have its buds swell, so we'll be seeing blooms shortly. So thanks a lot for joining me, and I'll see you in the garden. Notice how tangled the growth is in this tree with diseased and dead wood, as well as crossing branches, leaving openings for diseases. It needs a good pruning. And here is the after shot. No more dead wood, no more damaged broken branches, and great air circulation.